Well, it all started when I was a freshman at Drake University, and I got an email about a position with the Sierra Student Coalition to work on their March to Re-Energize Iowa, which was a march from Ames to Des Moines to highlight the need for action on global warming. And I just worked with them the whole summer and went to their national gathering after that, couldn't get enough, and have been involved with youth climate activism ever since. It's just a really empowering experience. Growing up in a really rural community in Iowa, I always knew that I cared about the world around me, but didn't really have an outlet to let all that out. And then when I found this my freshman year at college, it was like this amazing, eye-opening experience. It was like all of a sudden the clouds parted and everything was clear, and it's just something that I care about so much and have a deep passion for, that just because it affects everyone, whether they realize it or not. It affects them, it affects you, it affects me, and it's going to affect our generations to come if we don't do anything about it. Youth are unstoppable. We have this amazing determination to, if we see a problem, we want to fix it, and we don't stop until we have what we want to see. And I think we're just going to keep fighting until we see the world around us and we have the world that we want to live in. And so youth are just an unstoppable force. Well, I'd love to see the U.S. take a really strong stance and be leaders in the world on climate policy and legislation. But mostly I'd just like to see unity throughout the world, having a sense of community and knowing that we're all in this together, and finally coming to the realization that this is a problem, but that we can do something about it, moving on the scared tactics of it and moving to solutions. And so that's what I'm really looking forward to, is the sense of community that's going to come out of this just throughout the whole world. I think it's really interesting growing up in the Midwest, because at least in my experience with my friends, we had a very close tie to the nature and to the world around us, just because of the intense agricultural background that surrounded us at all times. But there was never a tie to climate issues involved with that. And so I think I have a really unique position, and that Iowa has a unique position now to come in, that we have a very close tie to the earth, and now taking on the opportunities that we have in addressing climate change issues. It really puts Iowa in a really unique position.